tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They'll try the left side. Brenner. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
60 out more.
Looking to throw. Raymond. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
15, run, 15, run. Tight end left. 4 down. 5.
On 1st and 10, Raymond almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On second down, Brenner. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, Raymond. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Oh, the pressure comes and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they will wind up taking over inside the 30 at the 28. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw on third down, Morales. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A loss of 2 there, second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Second and 9 now. Yeah, he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Ready, break.
On first down, Brenner. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Looking to throw on second down. Raymond got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 110 yards in the score.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A look now at our starting defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Over the middle, complete. That's Briggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, Morales. It's caught by Randall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Morales. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 77 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, watch the slant.
Back to throw. Morales. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Raymond. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Morales. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point forthcoming. And he knocks it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw on second down. Morales throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Morales. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. throwing on first down. Morales. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Finley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Morales. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Raymond. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. On 3rd down, Morales. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside. It's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Raymond got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Raymond over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Raymond. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to...
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on third and long. Morales throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to... It got his man complete! What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
On the double.
Get that quarterback and Hatchie.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Raymond. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Raymond. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Second down and inches. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hammond. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. To back good plays, have them on the move on first down. This will be incomplete ball there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Raymond. Over the middle, complete. That's Page. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Page. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hammond. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun, Raymond. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Raymond. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing.
Looking for Randall, and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tight end right. Even.
To throw again, Raymond. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll kick things off down in the Bayou. An NFC South matchup between Atlanta and New Orleans, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 21-13, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Morales. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Morales looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Briggs. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morales. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
To throw on 3rd down. Morales. He hits Randall. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morales. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morales. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So out comes the field goal team once more. And his kick is indeed good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Bird, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Ready?
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Raymond. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They bring their punter out there now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Right. 59. Here I come. Pick the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. From the gun on 3rd down, Morales. And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We got 4. 1st down, Houston.
They'll run on 1st down. Brenner. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Brenner. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Let's go, baby.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hammond. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. Brenner down to about the 22 here. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
60 or.
Looking to throw. Raymond. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
From the gun, Morales. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now this tight end complete, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use it. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Morales keeps himself upright, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Morales. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down, Raymond. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. Off play action, Raymond. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Let's go, boys.
That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Raymond. This is caught. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Morales. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to throw, Morales. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Morales. And that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Morales. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Morales. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brenner. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Raymond looking middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Raymond over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Game situation. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Raymond. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Ready, go. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Get him, boy.
The 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to throw. Morales got his man complete over the middle. That's Briggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Morales. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first and 10, Morales. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We got trips over here.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Morales. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Morales. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Morales. And this is caught at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
I got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert!
Operating from the gun, Morales. This will be caught at about the 5. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.